Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Present podcast. I'm Daniel Mulligan, and today we're talking about, oh my gosh, AI is going to take our jobs. We're going to be unemployed. AI here, AI there. I'm afraid. What's going to happen to our jobs? I'm here to reassure you that while AI will have a huge impact on our future, AI will not take away all jobs. It's simply not possible because technologically speaking, AI can do certain things that are simply not enough to run the entire economy. However, even if someday AI could reach a level where it could actually do every single task possible with the help of robotics, you should know that most governments are going to take some initiatives and they will make some decisions that will ultimately prevent AI from taking over all of our jobs. So first of all, be reassured, you are not going to be unemployed because of AI. However, you could use AI to make your life and business more productive. And here, I'll show you how. So first of all, what we got to do is to understand what AI can and cannot do. Artificial intelligence, or AI, as you probably can know and probably have heard so much and so often by now, is essentially a tool, a cognitive tool that allows us to do certain types of calculations that us humans can also do. But the main difference between AI algorithms and other types of computer-based algorithms is that AI is capable of learning and improving just like us humans. It means when you program a software, you tell that specific software, if this, then do that. If the person clicked on this one, then he will show this result, and so on. So it's basically a simple algorithm that follows a specific order. On the other hand, AI is capable of essentially learning patterns and making its own decision and thus creating content by itself. And that's therefore the basis of generative AI, which is nowadays the big in topic, if you will. But guess what? AI is still that, a machine capable of learning and producing various types of outputs on its own terms. But that doesn't mean that AI can just drastically destroy all of our jobs and replace every single person on this planet for what they do. That's simply not what AI is capable of. Those who think that AI will take over all of our jobs, they have failed to understand that, first of all, we have so many different careers and professions, many of which are entirely human-based and have basically no direct impact, when it comes to AI development. It is true, though, that there are certain other professions that might be easily affected by AI, and those tend to be the minority of jobs, not the majority, and those are oftentimes purely cognitive-based tasks. So yeah, if you're a programmer, maybe you should be a little bit concerned about that. If you are somebody who, like an accountant, maybe a little bit of a concern, is justifiable. But for most careers, given that human element that is involved in such careers, you simply should never be concerned about, oh my gosh, there's this AI thing. It's going to ruin our jobs, take away all of our, basically sources of income and so on. It is not like that because AI is really nothing more than an assistant. And that is why today I want to help you not only not be afraid of all this development in the field of AI, but to be happy that you're living in an era where this is taking place. Because without those developments in the field of AI, you would have missed out on so many productivity hacks that you can use right now in your personal, in your professional, in your educational, in every aspect of your life, because AI is there to assist you. AI is there to help you make things done faster. AI is there to help you make fewer errors while making, certain things and doing certain tasks. Essentially, it is your ultimate assistant, but never powerful enough to totally replace you. And even if it someday reaches that level, hypothetically, it's possible, but not very practical. Still, you have to understand there are going to be certain social initiatives and policies in place that will prevent AI from essentially taking over the world. That's just not going to happen. It's kind of like taxations, if you will, right? Governments will find a way to use and implement AI without causing major disruptions in employment and job creation. That's the first thing. So now that we have taken all of this whole thing out of the picture, it's like, okay, don't worry about AI. AI will not destroy your life. Now let's talk about how we could actually make use of it. Whether you want to get a job, whether you want to run a business, whether you want to become a scholar, a researcher, an artist, a singer, a rapper, it doesn't really matter. AI is there to help you. So instead of trying to, feel upset that, oh my gosh, I really feel upset because I just feel like these AI companies are going to take away all of our jobs and I'm really concerned. Instead of that, ask yourself, how can I use AI as probably the best assistant one could have in order to do my tasks more efficiently, with fewer errors, and get them done much faster than I would have otherwise if I had no access to the AI technology, right? So that's the key focus of this short podcast. From now on, ask yourself, how can I use AI to become more efficient, more productive, and to make fewer errors? Once you look at AI from this angle, you are looking at it from the right perspective. That's going to allow you to make the right decisions for yourself, for your business, for your team, and of course, to tap into the power of AI technology. So, if you are right now an entrepreneur and you would like to use AI, understand this. If you or your team is not making use of AI, you are missing out on so much potential and you will most definitely fall behind your competition. Because right now, all top firms and all top businesses have understood the importance of implementing and integrating AI procedures in all of their practices, from accounting to preparing plans and meetings, to strategizing, to somehow getting done all the tasks, to correspondence with the clients, customers, contractors, to doing the analysis, asking for info, finding info, even accessing the web and surfing the net using the AI integrated tools. All of these tasks have allowed corporations and small businesses from around the world to actually have a far more effective approach to AI. And if you think this is just about business, you have to think again, because AI can be used by anyone for any purpose. Whether you're a grandma sitting at home trying to find the best recipes for your next meal to make your children happy, whether you are an artist trying to find out some creative ideas to start your next novel and write an amazing novel, whether you are simply an athlete who would like to gain more info about how to design a perfect athletic plan, or a world traveler who loves to have the itineraries ready before he even arrives at that country. I know I've done that a lot of times myself. It doesn't really matter what you do. A programmer, whether you are a scientist, whether you are just somebody who's trying to have some fun, just asking some random silly questions from the AI. Essentially, AI is there to assist, to accommodate, and to allow you to access, process, and more importantly, compile information at ease and at a much higher speed than it was ever possible throughout human history. We are, guys, at this golden age of information technology that allows us to go through massive amounts of data and create amazing ideas and create output at speed never heard of or seen before. And all of that means higher productivity, less time wasted, and an overall better results. However, do know that AI cannot replace human creativity. It cannot replace the initiatives that you have to have in your business and your life, that you have to, the tough decisions you have to make, but it can be a great assistant and sometimes a very good advisor. Although, you have to say that AI is not always perfect. It has been demonstrated, by scientists that AI could actually make things up. You could actually find some evidence through various types of generative AI, whether you want to, write a scientific, for example, journal, whether you want to prepare your next research, perhaps, or many other cognitive tasks. AI has sometimes shown that it can actually make up stuff that you think are really there, but it's actually just to make up stuff. However, those things over time will get better and better as these technologies get improved, literally on a daily basis. We will see fewer and fewer of those instances. However, for the most part, as of today, that you're listening to this podcast, you can be sure that the majority of the things that you can use AI with could actually be very productive. As a matter of fact, you can pass any test with a score of more than 70% right now with the help of generative AI. You don't believe me? Just go try it. Find a random quiz in any subject, in any field, and use AI, and you'll see, voila, I got a score of 70% or above with the help of AI without knowing anything about this field. And this is not just about the exams. It applies to everything. Let's say you want to start a brand new business and you have no idea how to establish your business in a certain country using their laws and regulations, the market. As an entrepreneur, using AI now is paramount to your success. If you want to make any business plans, you should simply always consult with AI, because the kind of results that you get by consulting your plans with the AI is not comparable to those that you make just by, thinking about it or proposing some random ideas. It's very essential to incorporate AI in every facet of your business planning, from creating ideas, to doing market research, to proposing business plans, to doing your analysis, to calculating your risks. AI can help you every step of the way in the process, which is why if you're an entrepreneur and listening to this program, right now you owe it to yourself to get better at what we call prompting, which is like a new cool thing. Oh, what's a prompting? Nowadays we even have like a prompt engineer or like a prompt this and that. Essentially, it's about how you communicate with AI using simple human language. So in the past, if you wanted to, somehow communicate with, computers, you had to be a coder, a programmer. You had to write down these codes of different languages. You had to know Python and these things. It's like, okay, here's the code. I'm going to type it in and I get a response. Nowadays, however, things are a lot easier. Programming has moved away from coding to just prompting or talking to AI. And it's proven that the way you communicate to the AI will affect the kind of response you get. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're, somebody who's trying to really make the most of AI, you better do a bit of research and studying on prompting and how you can actually use your prompts to get the exact kind of result you want from various types of generative AI. Nowadays, many companies are actually hiring people specifically for this purpose. They want them to be trained so they can actually make the right prompts to get the right result from this amazing powerhouse of cognitive prowess, which is called generative AI. So for yourself, start learning, how can I use AI? Now, obviously, to do so, you have to spend more time, doing prompts and practicing and using the AI, because the more you use it, the better it gets for you to somehow, use that on a continuous basis. And finally, and more importantly, understand that AI is just an assistant. So never replace AI for your own judgment. If you're making very tough decisions about your future, if you have no idea what's going to happen in the future in your business, that doesn't mean you have to rely 100% on the decisions or the ideas generated by AI. You can actually create your own set of tools with AI as part of those tools, but in the end, you can still make up your own mind about those specific certain subjects, themes, ideas, or plans. So never let AI replace your own judgment. Let it enrich it. Let it assist you in the process of making decisions, but don't let it make your decisions for you, because that could be very, very catastrophic and dangerous. So understand this, AI is going to be a great tool, but a terrible master. So please be aware of that and understand that AI is meant to enrich your life, not to replace your own judgment or your own decisions. It's your assistant and your advisor, but never the decision maker. And please be critical. Sometimes if you feel like the results you've gotten from the AI, it says, okay, so if you have this business idea, it's going to work out. Ask yourself, is it really true? Do I think like this? Or it says, if you want to have this amazing novel, you should write this kind of character. Really? Is that kind of the kind of novel that I think I will write that will make my readers happy? Or if you wanted to make a design, make sure that it has this kind of color. Oh, really? Does that color really suit my taste in this design? So be critical of AI. Do not accept AI's conclusion as like, oh, this is the word of a master. It's like a genius. So whatever AI says is correct. No, it's not correct. Be critical, have your own judgment, and sometimes you can even disagree with the results that are generated by AI and then make up your own mind. But ultimately, use it in your work. And understand this, those who find ways to make use of AI will get ahead of those who don't. That's a simple matter of time, because those who make use of AI will then live more efficiently, make better decisions, and get ahead faster. So don't resist the technology. Don't be afraid of it. Learn it and make use of it. Turn AI to one of the greatest tools you can use to make your personal and professional life more effective. And spend more time doing more research, read more articles, and above all, start using AI on a regular basis until you get better and better at utilizing its full potential. All right, guys, that's all the time we had for it, and I hope that this short talk gave you the motivation to start implementing AI in every aspect of your personal and professional life to boost productivity and improve the results that you get. All right, have a good one. This was Daniel Mulligan, and this was Beyond the Present Podcast. Take care.